Hello, class, and welcome to ECO 1001 Principles of Economics. This will serve as our course welcome video, and this video is going to go live on Canvas from shortly after it is recorded, and our class will go live the day after the course welcome video is posted, which will be on the Tuesday directly after Labor Day. So let's bring up our course Canvas, and we're going to go through our course policies, course outline, how everything's going to work, and do a full tour as well. So let's bring the canvas up right now, and we're going to take a look at our class page. So here's our main course canvas page, and starting out from this semester on, all classes at St. John's are going to share a similar homepage. So as we look here, syllabus is when things are due. Assignments are just all of the assignments for this course. I have the course broken into modules, which was the old homepage last semester and prior. So that's where I would recommend going when you choose to navigate the course. Our graded discussions will live right here under discussions. Your grades can be viewed by clicking grades, and various resources can be found under student support. I'm Professor Lombardi. It's very nice to meet all of you. You could reach me at any time at lombardm@stjohns.edu. That's my email. I'm very good with responding to emails. Unless you send an email very late in the evening, you'll get responses pretty quickly. I don't have any formal office hours for this class, but I can certainly meet you virtually if you make an appointment. Just shoot me an email and I can gladly do a virtual time with you and answer any questions you might have. So let's click our modules page right here and bring us right into our main course. So the course welcome video is going to live here. Obviously, since we're currently recording it, it still says spring of 25. That will show, obviously, this correct video when you go into the modules. Our course outlines right here, and let's bring that up, in addition to our grading policy. Under Start here, we also see two discussions. One of them is an introductory discussion. This is not part of your grade, but I would recommend that everybody take the time to introduce themselves. I'll respond in kind, and it's just going to be a little get to know you for everyone. Please try to do this within the first couple weeks. That is not a graded assignment, however, and that is just simply an introduction. We also have a general question forum discussion. If you have any questions on the class, any issues, all of your peers can respond to your questions. I can respond to them. It's basically an ongoing forum to troubleshoot the class. If you run into any kind of issue, we can make sure that those are easily rectified. And feel free to use the general question forum at any point during the semester. So let's bring up our course outline, and this is freely downloadable, but we'll take a look at it right here. And once again, this is Economics 1001, Principles of Economics 1, or Intro to Macroeconomics. We're going to be looking at a big picture or a macroeconomic outlook. And once again, this is an online asynchronous course, and office hours, shoot me an email if you need to meet with me. And my contact info is once again right here, business department phone number for College of Professionals, the Collins College of Professional Services. That's the department number. And my email's right here. Our textbook is the brand new 2025 edition of Macroeconomics by McConnell, Brew, and Flynn. It's a McGraw-Hill book. It does require the digital access codes. All assignments and exams are going to utilize access codes in this course, and we'll go through how to purchase one and activate everything with the book in a moment. There are no prerequisites for this class. What is our class about? To talk about the U.S. economic system and how it allocates resources effectively. And once again, this is primarily a macro class. We're looking at the big picture, so countries, large sectors of the economy. And we're going to look at things such as supply and demand, full employment, business cycles, growth and recession, instability, how monetary and fiscal policy impact the economy, the role of demand and the importance, aggregate demand, excuse me, and the importance of saving and investment. We cover all of that in our course. Upon successful completion of this course, we should once again have gone through all of these concepts: supply and demand, price and output equilibrium, savings and investment, and how it controls living standards, what monetary and fiscal policy can and cannot do, when dealing with economic situations, and also more critically evaluate various economic and monetary policies. So this is an asynchronous course. All my PowerPoint lecture slides, the ones that are in the lecture videos, are posted to Canvas. Each chapter lecture is pre-recorded and posted to Canvas as well, and all homework and exams require the McGraw-Hill software. We have 3 overall exams in this course worth 60% of the course grade, a final worth 20%. The homeworks get averaged together. There's 1 per chapter, so 16 homeworks worth 15%, and 3 graded discussions worth 5% of the overall course grade. And all grades are multiplied by the respective weights and summed up to achieve your final course grade. The textbook is required reading, and tests will be based on the text. Obviously, there are no class handouts in an in an asynchronous version. In an in-person version, there might be, but I might post web URL resources to read along the way if I deem them prudent. And our class discussions are the discussion posts, and those are on material that are directly correlated to what you will see on exams. So the 3 graded discussions are certainly fair game material that you'll see on tests as well. There is an extra credit assignment. It is on chapter 16 this year, so the last chapter. It will be due the same day as the final exam. It will also use the Connect software, and any points that you earn on it will be added onto your final exam grade. So there is a formal extra credit assignment. It's worth a maximum of 5 bonus points on your final exam grade. As for attendance, this is not an in-person class, but it is fast-moving and challenging. Since it's delivered asynchronously, please make sure to keep an eye on the due dates. Please make sure to submit all work when they're due. There are due dates for each of the 3 modules and then a due date for the final exam. If you miss an exam, as this is an asynchronous course and they can be worked on at any time, you're going to need to give me a very legitimate reason why. So make sure that you complete all of the material by the due dates, and we'll go through them in a moment. There is a corresponding assignment for each chapter in the course, and I have the course broken down into 3 modules. Do all of the homework assignments in the discussion before you do the exam. Do the exam last every time you finish a module. All the module assignments are due the same day as the exams. So module 1 and exam 1 by October 1st. So you have about a month for the first module of the course. Module 2 and exam 2 by November the 3rd. Module 3 and exam 3 by December the 5th. The final exam must be completed by December 12th. Once the final exam is completed, I'll add any extra credit points earned, and that will be your final grade in the course. Final course grades go to the registrar a few days after. All the exams utilize the same Connect software, such as the assignments. Exam 1, chapters 1 through 5, 6 through 10 for exam 2, 11 through 16 for exam 3. The final is a mix of questions. Approximately 15 questions per chapter on a regular exam. On the final exam, I believe 6 questions per chapter. There are 3 graded discussions in this course, and they correspond to the modules. So Module 1 discussion is due with the rest of Module 1, Module 2 discussion with the rest of Module 2, and the Module 3 discussion due with the rest of Module 3. How discussions work is the following. Write an initial post of at least 1 paragraph. 1 to 2 paragraphs is fine, responding to the prompt. We'll look at one of the discussions in a few moments. And then respond to at least 2 of your classmates to earn full credit. There will be grade deductions if you do not respond to your classmates. I will post my discussion grading policies shortly. And if you do not hand in your discussion in the form of a paragraph, if it is incredibly long, if it's obviously written by something like ChatGPT or bulleted lists or anything like that, you will not earn credit on that discussion. So please, any discussions in your own words, and be sure to respond to at least 2 of your classmates to earn full credit. And here's just the important dates from our calendar. So this video is getting posted today on September 1st. After that, our first day of classes will be September the 3rd. This class will be up and running. Before that, it's already up and running, but I'll have this video up and everything else. And there's just the rest of our calendar. Once again, McGraw-Hill Connect software is required for all course assignments and exams. You have to purchase an access code, and we'll go through how that'll work in a moment. In certain situations, you might want to have a calculator handy. This is not a math class, but there is some simple math and economics, so you may certainly want to have a calculator handy if you find it useful. PowerPoint slides and course materials can be used during exams as well. Please all written communication through your St. John's email, no personal email, that is school policy. If you're having any difficulty with our course, shoot me an email. As part of your tuition, there is access to tutors. They're available at St. Augustine Hall in the library, and the school has tutors for most subjects offered. You do have to make an appointment. If you want me to refer you, I can, but if you do want extra help, I would highly recommend take advantage of our tutoring services. It is included in your tuition. Academic integrity and the academic honor pledge can be found right here as well. Intellectual property. So once again, this is a pre-recorded course and it is certainly available to you. My videos are all hosted in YouTube. They are all closed captioned. You can use them as you see fit, but please only use the recorded materials for this course for the benefit of completing this course. The copyright to this course is held by both myself and the school. So please use all of the materials as you see fit to complete the course, but that's what they're for. Health accommodation, if you do have any health issues, please just let me know. If it's impacting getting your work done or something and you have documentation, I can certainly make sure that you can complete the class or anything like that. But please let me know if you have any issues. Any sort of disability services that you may feel are due to you, the Disability Center is right here with their contact information. Please reach out to them if you feel that there's something I should know, or you could reach out to me and I'll reach out to them as well. Once again, this is an asynchronous course. We're not dealing with timed assignments, but there are due dates, so make sure that you get your work in by them. But tests, homework are not going to time out on you as this is an asynchronous class. But if there is some sort of accommodation you feel that I should know about, please let me know. Notice of non-discrimination and equal opportunity. If you need to contact the Title IX office, their contact information is right here, and St. John's does not discriminate in any manner. And once again, the course is copywritten by both myself and the school. Please use all course materials for completion of the course only. And finally, here is our course outline. So Module 1 is the first 5 chapters. And in red here, October 1st, Module 1 and Exam 1 are going to be due. Module 2 is the next 5 chapters, and those will be due on November the 3rd. Module 3 is the last 6 chapters, and those will be due on December the 5th. And your final exam will be due on December the 12th, concluding the course. So that is our course outline, and it is freely downloadable if you need a copy of it. So feel free to download it at your convenience. Otherwise, if we go back to modules, let's just take a look briefly at our grading policy. And once again, each exam 20% of the course grade, final exam 20%, graded chapter assignments 15, and the discussions are 5%. Let's take a look at what one of the modules looks like. So right here at first under course module 1, we have our lecture recordings. And the ones that you see 1 and 1A, some of the slides have some additional appendix slides. I made a separate recording for them. So that is the lectures for the first 5 chapters. Very similar that if you were taking this class in person, you would get those exact same lectures. They are hosted in YouTube. So if we click one, for instance, here's what they look like. So here's chapter 1. You can watch it directly on YouTube. You can watch it in Canvas. They have full closed captioning. You can copy the link and paste it into a new window. And they are the lectures for the chapters. So those are the actual chapter recording lectures, and you can watch them as you see fit. I would certainly recommend watching them first and then doing the graded assignments. So each chapter gets a homework assignment. I have them titled Homework Quiz. They allow 2 attempts each, and they will score the higher of the 2 attempts. So everybody should do very well on the homeworks. They are meant that you can go back through them and redo them. So everybody should do very well on the homeworks. But here's how McGraw-Hill Connect is going to work. If you purchase a new copy of the book from the school bookstore, it will come with an access code. Now, when we click one of these assignments, I'm in instructor mode, but when you click one, you're going to see a window like this, and it should automatically launch. It does not automatically launch. What it means is you have a pop-up blocker situation. So this is going to be the assignment. And if we go into student assignment view, this is what it's going to look like to you. It will show assignment details, 100 points, when it's due, your attempts, you'd click continue, and then you can start answering the questions. Now, obviously, I'm in instructor mode, and it is allowing me direct access to this assignment. But the first time you click on one of these homework assignments, what's going to happen is you're going to go to a screen that it's going to tell you to activate your Connect account. So you're going to create your account. Now, it'll give you a couple choices. The first one is enter a code from a book you purchased. As long as you buy a new copy of the book from the school bookstore, it will come with a valid code. If you try to buy some form of a book on a third-party website or use a used book, it's not going to work properly. You're still going to have to buy access to the book software. So what I'd recommend in lieu of ordering a book, because it's cheaper and easier to do, when you click one of these assignments for the first time, you have two choices. Make a free trial. That way, if you're waiting for a book, you can immediately start the class, but the free trial only lasts 2 weeks. Or purchase access directly by clicking the assignment. So when you click one of these assignments, you can create your account and directly purchase access that way. That's how I would recommend getting access to the book, and consequently, you will get an ebook as part of the deal by purchasing access directly through the Connect software. You're going to need that software to complete the class. All of the homework quizzes and all of the exams utilize the Connect software. The only thing hosted natively in Canvas are the discussions. So those are the homework quizzes and the exams. If we click the discussion, so if we click the Module 1 discussion, here's what they look like. So the first discussion is on a topic in Chapter 5. So note in bold here, create your initial post and respond to at least 2 of your peers to earn full credit. And discussion posts not in the form of a paragraph or created with AI tools will not earn credit. Peer reply should be a minimum of 2 sentences. So all of the policies are here. Once you reply to the discussion, you'll be able to see all of your classmates' replies, and then you can start replying to them. I grade everybody's discussion posts. You'll get my feedback attached to your grade, and that will facilitate our classroom discussion portion of the course. The same discussions we would have in person, we're having in a digital sense. So all of the modules are going to work the same. So here's module 1, here's module 2, and clearly with the due dates, here's module 3. And final exam and the extra credit assignment are both due at the very end of class by the end of day on the 12th. All the PowerPoint slides we use are all freely downloadable as well. They can be found at the bottom under PowerPoint slides. You can simply just click here. You can simply just click the slides, and click download. And you are freely able to download all of the PowerPoint slides. So chapter 1, for instance, here it is. And you can download them or view them in Canvas. Sometimes certain slides don't view the best in Canvas, so I would generally recommend download them and use them on your computer. So that's going to be our main course, the modules. And if you click home, you get greeted by the nice shiny home page here. So what I'd recommend is every time you sign onto the class, click modules and it'll be clearly able to be navigated. But all of these radius buttons will bring you to all of the various things for our course. Finally, coming up on the calendar as we approach due dates, they will get posted here also as a reminder. And I like to use announcements quite a bit. I will continuously post announcements as we run up to due dates and remind everybody that assignments are coming due. So once again, as for our course, that's going to be the comprehensive tour and where everything is located. The course outlines are freely downloadable and all of our assignments go in order. So module 1 is going to be due about a month into the course, and that's where I'd recommend getting underway. You're certainly able to work ahead with the successive modules if you so choose, but please keep an eye on all due dates and make sure that you are submitting the work when it's due. So once again, it is very nice to meet all of you. Welcome to ECO 1001, and I look forward to spending the semester with everyone. Thank you.